He's video nervous. I'm like, we have a team you played with. Let's go. Stop, get your back.
Hello, everybody. Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions. We have a boys under 15 semifinal match here in Temecula, California, the 2008 State Open Cup. Manchester in red going up against the Simi Valley Chivas in their striped jerseys. Just underway. We have two 40-minute halves here. And, of course, we'll have overtime and penalty kicks if needed. Shot on goal is going to be well over the crossbar. So, again, this is a semifinal match, the 19th of April, 2008. Beautiful day out here. And the first goal kick here of the match goes to CV Manchester out of the Presidio League, the AAA division. And if you were to look at this squad during the regular season, you're like, hey, they came in 5th place, and they've really turned it on since then, obviously so, getting into the semifinals here of the State Open Cup. Sun's going to be coming in and out, the wind blowing from the near side over to the far side. And we'll get to the rosters for these squads here in just a minute or so. Referee has to hurry and scurry out of the way on that one. He was right in the middle of the action. And again, out here near side. And again, it'll be put into play by, this time, Chivas. Header, they want to center. Defense is there, number 2 for Manchester. Ryan Mallory. And the keeper will handle it. Andreas Kuipert. Ball across midfield. Number 7 for CB Manchester, James Stafford, trying to cut the corner there, but it's going to be taken away and back the other way. Number 10 for Chivas, Rodrigo Perez, goes 2-on-1 there, and he'll have the ball stripped away.
Great job, Jason.
Action here in the middle third of the field. The ball rolls just about into the backfield, defensive third of Chivas, and they quickly will fire it up towards midfield. And let's see, a whistle. And that's going to go against number 7 for CB Manchester, James Stafford. So we'll go ahead and give you the rosters for these squads. For CV Manchester, the keeper, Andreas Kuipert, number 1. Number 2 is Ryan Mallory. Number 3, Jared Salvati. Number 4, Shane Seelig. Number 5, Tyler Carr. Number 7, James Stafford. Number 8, Kyle Coate. Number 9, Robert Matsura. Number 11, Nicholas Gruzowicz. Number 12 is Spencer Poisset. Number 13, Matthew Jamie. Number 15, Peter Zeller. Number 16 is Yuki Hanawa. Number 17, Jason Rojek. And number 18 is Adrian Aladro. The head coach, Steve Hill. The manager is Patrick Mallory. And a little push to the back there. So a break for Chivas. Free kick. Number 0 for CV Manchester, Weston Paulson as well. And that rounds out the roster. CV Manchester from the San Diego area. Shot towards the net. Nice diving stop by Kuipert there, saving a score. And Simi Valley is turned away. And for the Chivas, number 1 is their keeper, Moises Olvera. Number 3 is Omar Gutierrez. Number 5, Brian Sanchez. Number 7 is Johan Sanders. Number 8, Julio Duran. Number 10 is Rodrigo Perez. Number 11, Eric Cubias. Number 12, Jose Galindo. Number 13 is Ivan Cabanas. Number 14, Luis Gutierrez. Number 15, Christian Covarrubias. Number 16, Gerardo Hernandez. Number 18, Franco Mego. Number 20 is Alfredo Sanchez. Number 21, Eduardo Daniel Virgin. And number 58 is Juan Carlos Duran. Here comes the placement. It's going to be knocked out by Simi Valley. Their head coach, Walter Mego. The assistant coach, Luis Garcia. And the administrator is Mary Mego. So there you've got the rosters for each of these squads. Remember, 2 40-minute halves. There's a cross high into the air. The header in front of the net. And it goes the wrong way. Defense clears it out for CB Manchester. Nice job. Bad break right there for Chivas. And that high kick there. And player for CB Manchester, number 15, Peter Zeller, goes down. And slow to get up, but I think he'll continue. Shot down the middle of the field. Back the other way. And there's some physical play. Zeller tangled up there with, looked like, Franco Mego there. The referee's going to have to take some control right there. Referee kind of looks like billionaire Mark Cuban there in the middle of the field. High into the air it goes. Manchester with the header. Rolls over to Tyler Carr. Neither team so far in the first 8 minutes or so has put together a very powerful possession. But just the beginning of things here. Semi-final. Chivas now coming in deep behind the defense. There's a cross. Can they get a shot? Not that time. And that whistle in deep is going to go against CV Manchester. And not exactly an easy shot here, so expect the ball to come flying out of there. And Simi Valley will have the kick into the wind here. And we watch their spacing, so it'll be interesting to see where they go. They might come out up on top and then go to the net. With the left leg, right into the hands of the keeper, Andreas Kuipert. So Chivas got what they wanted. They got a good shot. And Manchester got what they wanted. A nice save right there. And we continue on here. Number 13 took one to the back of the head there, Matthew Jamie. High into the air. Ball to the back line. Matthew Jamie tries to make a play on it, the whistle, and that's going to go against CB Manchester. Maybe an offsides. Ball here near side. Number 14 will put it into play for Chivas. Nope. Goes Luis Gutierrez, but now number 3, Omar Gutierrez. Sit in. Number 12 defensively there for CB Manchester, Spencer Poisett. Nice job by CB Manchester's number 17, Jason Rojek there. Again, Simi Valley into the defensive third. Can they get a shot on goal? The red jerseys clear it out. And as this first half unfolds, it is definitely the Chivas. A little bit more the aggressor here, continuing to peg CB Manchester into their defensive third. Their keeper, Andreas Kuipert, has done a good job. He's kept the Chivas off the scoreboard. But CB Manchester would definitely like to move the action to the opposite end of the field. Ball's going to bounce untouched finally. Number 17, Jason Rojek there. Chivas going to be whistled there right in front of the referee, a little hook.
Again. Up. Good win. Well done.
It's going to go off the keeper. There was a whistle. So a mistake by Moises Olvera. That whistle obviously not here on this field. Moises kind of nonchalantly dove to his right to try and save that one, and he knew just as soon as it crossed the back line he had made a mistake. I'm not sure who had released that ball. It may have been last touched by CB Manchester before the keeper touched it. So here's the kick. Huge break for CB Manchester. Header on the first touch by the Chivas squad. Cleared out. Whistle against CB Manchester. And so Chivas will dodge the bullet right there. Ball out far side. And it'll move right to left. Chivas will put it into play. Not sure we even had substitutions yet. Maybe one or two.
Jordan, you should go there. Give support. You keep going into that space.
This team's 15 and 16 strong as far as numbers, so they don't have 18-player squads. Kuipert. Kick on a bounce right at midfield over to the right half. Chivas defense is there. And so the aggressive play of Chivas kind of waning here as we're into the 14th minute. Both teams acting a little like spectators here right now. Just one or two touches and back the other way. Now it's Chivas coming inside. There's the cross, Luis Gutierrez. Chivas coming in just a little bit too deep now on their sets. They're just not giving themselves any spacing, and it's making it easy for Manchester to make the plays, clear it away. Last time down, Simi Manchester had that corner kick. Again, that was due to the mistake by Moises Olvera, the keeper of Simi Valley Chivas. So one of the two teams really needs to step it up here. We're early on, 15th minute, so 25 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Come on, Jared. Let's go, Jared. All right, come and show. Peter, come on. James, come a little bit. Leave it, Nick. Hey, Mark, leave it. Come on, get that way. Man on.
Number 15 comes across, Peter Zeller. Chivas back the other way, but nice job by number 17, Jason Rojek, to get back. Number 5 in the corner for the corner kick, Brian Sanchez for Chivas. Kick lofted nicely into the air. There's a header to the net, but not enough mustard on it. And into the hands of Kuipert, the goalkeeper.
Up the lane. Hey, where are we, Taylor?
Cross midfield, Manchester. And you see right there, they get into the defensive backfield, but nobody, just one player up front there on that attack. So maybe Manchester's stuck in that zone where, they want to go a little short passing game, then they saw somebody out front there and went for it. But again, both teams here, I think they really need to open it up. They get in a situation, especially Chivas here in the defensive third of CV Manchester. Their problem has been once they're on the ball within about a 5-6 foot radius, you've got 3 players. And they're not getting much on the ball there with the left-footed kick there. Easy for Kuipert. And everyone will retreat back towards midfield.
Good job, Brian.
Ball just below midfield. Number 9 there for CB Manchester, Robert Metsura. Metsura, nice strong kick. And it's going to roll here to the near side. Oh, CB Manchester. Let's see, whose ball is it? At first they said it was CB Manchester ball, and now are they changing the tune? They are. And it goes over to Chivas.
Come on, James. Pressure, guys. Come on, Matt. Let's go, Peter. Jared, let's go.
Jim Stafford there wanted that one. Number 11, Nicholas Gruzowicz there for CB Manchester, and Matthew Jamie will have the free kick here. right on the sideline.
Hey! Get it right in the 6 yard. Come on, Ryan. On the penalty spot. Hey, Peter, Jared, time your run. Time it. Right in the 6 yard box. Power.
There's the kick. High to the air. They're looking for a handball. Just about everybody here on this near side screamed it. No call by the referee. There was a lot of traffic. I couldn't see it. But that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. But luckily for CV Manchester, they still have the ball here.
Come on, guys, keep the pressure up.
Number 2 far side, Ryan Mallory. Coming up on the 20th minute of play. So 20 minutes remaining here in the first half. These two teams very tough in front of their net.
Come on, Matt, that's you.
Nearly another handball there, and perhaps a poke to the eye. Number 18, Franco Mago, goes down. Seems to be all right. So we'll start the action here. Jared Salvati there, number 3 in the circle, right at midfield. Ball over to the far side.
Come on, Jared.
On the ground. CV Manchester's number 5, Tyler Carr, trying to make something happen, and maybe he did start something. Stafford here, number 7. He's got to be smart here. Holds up, waits for some teammates, gets past the defense with the right leg. His shot on goal is going to be deflected away, but a corner kick for CV Manchester.
Hey! Come on, ref!
Wow, that was a very easy call there. Should have been a corner kick.
He thinks he shot that one?
And they're going to give the goal kick to the Chivas. Interesting call right there.
And Peter was coming around the side too. Hold on, Kyle.
Number 8 for CV Manchester will come in, Kyle Coate. So, kind of an interesting call right there. Was not the correct call, clearly.
Let's go, Jason.
The ball was deflected out by the Chivas.
Go, Robert. Keep him organized.
Be aggressive, Kyle.
Here comes the kick. High into the air, right at midfield. Mago trying to get around the defender there. Number 13, Matthew Jamie. And that shot on goal into the hands of the keeper, Andreas Kuipert.
Come on.
So CV Manchester with all the momentum in the world coming into this one here. Find themselves in a battle in this semifinal match. That's going to get across number 9 over his head. Robert Matsura shot on goal is going to hit the side of the net. So Simi Valley Chivas wanted to try and capitalize on the fact that ball bounced right over the head of Robert Matsura, but couldn't do it. Ball in the left half again to steal by Chivas. Can they get a shot? No. Nice defensive play. And they're going to run out of room. Ball goes out across the back line. Or was it a push? They're going to give the ball right there. Free kick. So it was a penalty.
Rush up, please. Rush up.
Franco Migo will take the kick. Wind to his back with the left leg. Lofts it into the air, a bit long. And it's going to roll all the way to the far side and out untouched. So it goes over to CB Manchester. Jason Rojek.
Hey, James, come and get a breather there.
Waiting to put the ball into play. Here it comes over to number 15, Peter Zeller. Zeller has it taken away. And the Chivas, though, can't do anything there. A foot race over to the far side, number 5, Tyler Carr. You also had number 4, Shane Seelig there for CV Manchester.
Adrian, get back over. Comes off the field.
Hey, right mid. Taylor, right midfield, right mid.
Go, Adrian.
Did you ever bring your bag wherever you left it? You guys were looking for Jason's bag.
Ball high in the air on a bounce. It goes out. And last touch by Chivas. So this game kind of going in stretches here. Chivas started out the aggressor. Then they both kind of lulled themselves to sleep for a little bit. CB Manchester then had their little run. Bad call by the referee. Kind of put that to bed. And now we're back to just back and forth action here in the middle third of the field. Free kick here, far side. Number 2, Ryan Mallory for CB Manchester. And his kick goes right into the hands of Moises Olvera, the keeper for the Simi Valley Chivas. Chivas with some numbers here, but they've been in this position before. A little hook right there with the arm.
Go, Manchester!
And the Chivas will have the kick. A little better position than when they were in deeper a bit earlier and had the free kick. So maybe they'll have enough spacing here to do something. But again, the defense for CV Manchester, very tough. There's the kick over the heads of the wall of defense there and on a bounce right into the hands of Andreas Kuipert. I think we just had a goal scored at the field behind us here. Huge eruption. Ball far side. Nice job by Ryan Mallory getting over there. Stop the momentum of the Chivas. And now they're going to bring it into the middle of the field with the left leg. They're going to go. Well, they wanted to angle it here to the near side. Now they find themselves pegged into the corner. And that goes out. And a corner kick here for Chivas. Right, Gomego there. And it will be number 10, Rodrigo Perez, to take the kick.
Backside! Backside!
It goes up top just a bit. And on that header by Chivas, the ball goes out. And the goal kick here. So CB Manchester with the goal kick.
Get in front of them, Spencer. No, Taylor in front. Taylor, yeah. You can flick it on. You've got to be in front.
Get up the field! Hey, get up the field!
So one of the teams awaiting their turn here
Nick, flick it on.
had parked themselves just a little bit too close to the net there. And they were asked to move. They moved just a little bit. Everything's good. And the action continues now. Mallory far side. He's going to get there. And knocked out by Juan Carlos Duran, number 58 of Chivas. Number 17, Jason Rojek. All still in play. CV Manchester. Now they're on the attack here on the right half of the field. To the net. Ooh, very dangerous shot right there. Moises Olvera dove, but he nearly dove too soon. And was on the ground before the ball got there. If that ball would have taken a funny bounce, it would have gone right over Moises. Ball to the back line, it goes out. 58, Juan Carlos Duran says it's a corner kick, and the referee, the side judge there, agree with him. So Franco Mego will take the corner from the far side, this time into the wind. It is back to the wind, the last time over here on the near side. And let's see if he goes right at Andreas Kuipert here. Lofted nicely right in front of the net. Chivas tries to muscle it in. Can't do it. It goes out. And the ball will belong to CV Manchester. So it's been a nice battle here so far. No score. Kick just below midfield. Header over to the far side. As it was cleared out by CB Manchester. Chivas, though, keeps it here. And finally cleared away up towards midfield and across midfield. Chivas now on the right half of the field. Oh, that ball nearly gets past. Nice job by Kyle Coate. So Kyle forces that turnover there. It'll be Manchester ball. And now we have a substitution. Number 13, Ivan Cabanos.
Adrian, you got to come and help us, eh? Come and help. No, time your run. Shane, dive in. Hey, Kyle, back in. Shane, we're looking for a flick. Kyle, flick. Shane, know where he is. Yeah, don't let him get in front of you. Kyle, same with you. Flick it on, flick it. Come on, Shane.
Hey, Shane! Good job! Keep up! Go, Kyle!
Yeah.
Action now heating up here on the right half of the field. And that whistle will give the ball to CV Manchester. Tyler Carr there, number 5. Let's see who's going to take the kick.
Hey, attack it! Tyler, Peter! Pizza! Get that!
Mallory sends it to the middle, cleared back out. Chivas now on the attack. Spreading the field a bit now. They're going to get away from the defense, and that ball knocked out. Comes right back into the middle of the field. CB Manchester, they got to close that gap. Can't allow Chivas any room to operate, especially down here. That's how they've been successful. Playing tight, not allowing Chivas to spread things out. Ball out far side. Ball in the corner, comes out. Cleared up to midfield, or actually towards midfield. Number 4 there, Shane Seelig. Referee with the whistle there. And they're going to have to bring that one back.
Handball in the box is the same as handball out of the box. Come on, Rafa. Let's find our touch now. Let's find our touch.
So another free kick opportunity. I think we had a handball. Chivas awaiting the whistle so they can attack here. Defenders in place for CV Manchester. And that shot on goal. High to the air goes the keeper. Kuiper deflects it away off the crossbar. Into play and then out again across the back line. Last touch by CV Manchester. So a corner kick coming up, but a nice play by Andreas Kuipert there. Ball into the air. In front of the net. Cleared out. Still action in front. Can Chivas get a shot on? No. Ball rolls here to the near side. CV Manchester will try to clear it up to midfield. Seelig there, number 4. Now it's a battle. And number 3 comes across for Chivas, Omar Gutierrez. Gutierrez now across into the middle. Taken away by CV Manchester. Nice job as they come across midfield. Mallory far side. Back to number 8, Kyle Coate. And the keeper comes out. Moises Olvera slides and makes a stop. Ball near the corner, number 10, Rodrigo Perez, and number 12, Spencer Poisset battling. A lot of physical play there. Ball to the corner. Deflected out. Chivas denied again, cleared away up to midfield. So ball out far side. It belongs to Chivas. Ken Gonzalez here for Georgia Landriver Productions. We boys under 15 semi-final match. Simi Valley Chivas, CV Manchester. No score. Chivas again, they come in deep. Haven't had any luck yet, and they won't this time. Manchester clears it away. Ball high into the air in the circle, now back to the left. Juan Carlos Duran, his shot on goal is going to be deflected away. He took it for about 25 yards. But it didn't get too far as it was deflected. Chivas now trying to spread things out, but the defense for CV Manchester right in those lanes, deflecting the ball away. Ball goes out far side. Chivas puts it into play again to the left half of the field. Quick whistle. And by the looks of things, that's going to go against the Chivas. And the free kick here for CV Manchester. Ball high into the air.
Come on, Ryan.
You'll wait for it to come down.
Go, red ball. Red ball.
And as it does, it's going to be knocked out far side and will belong to CV Manchester. Ryan Mallory will put it into play.
Go, all right. Way to go, guys. Let's go now. Oh, foul now.
And let's see, did the card come out?
Sub.
We get a whistle penalty, but no card.
Hey, Adrian! 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 Shin! 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 Shin!
Manchester screaming here for substitutions.
Adrian! Shin! Shin! Stop! Stop! Adrian, this way. You gotta come to midfield. You gotta go to midfield.
Into the match, number 3, Jared Salvati, number 7, James Stafford. Shane Seelig will come out, as well as Alien Aladro.
Corner!
The ball goes out across the back line. Is CV Manchester going to get a break here with the corner kick? It looks as though they are. James Stafford, number 7. He will set it up. Final moments here of the half. Ball on the ground, cleared out off Chivas, so we'll do it again.
Peter! 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 Hey,
No score, and if Manchester can push one through here at the end, what a huge turn of events that would be. It's going to be a little bit long. Number 15 keeps it from going out across that back line, Peter Zeller. And they're going to say it did go out. So the goal kick here for Chivas. And before they can do it, there's the whistle in the end of the first half. So this boys under 15 semi-final match shaping up to be a good one. We've played 40 minutes, no score. King Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We will be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
You dive in with them, guys, they make you look silly. You sit 10 yards off them, they make you look silly. Because you're giving them too much respect and time. See, when we get in their face and we hustle them, we pressure them, that's when they don't know what to do with the ball. And normally 9 times out of 10 they can get that. We can run up the touchline for them. We're too static, Jared. You're in behind the defence. Be in front of them, come and win the ball, hold it up, you know what I'm saying? Challenge them. But they hold the back line and put a great cross in. You're giving them too much respect. Let's pick it up in the second half. Hey, we've got the wind behind us. Let's keep the ball going that end, because I'll tell you what, I told you this for day one, didn't I? If you get a goal up on this team, pressure! 40 minutes, guys! All right, let's go!
And there's the whistle. We're back here for the start of the second half. Boys under 15 semi-final game. CV Manchester, Simi Valley Chivas. No score here as we start the final 40 minutes of regulation.
No foul, Peter, no foul! Go, ref!
And a whistle by the referee. Quickly, just 30 seconds in. And he's going to give the Chivas a break right here. Nice spot for the free kick. Sun is broken out here in the second half.
You ready, Weston? Tyler, go runner. Hey, go with your runners.
There's the whistle. Here's the kick. Straight to the net, off of the keeper's chest. Cleared away over to the far side, still in play. Weston Paulson in at keeper now for CV Manchester. And as they clear the ball up towards midfield, another whistle by the referee. And we've got an injured player for Chivas in front of the net. So after the injury,
on the field. They can stay off the field and they can play a short.
We're just about set to get started here.
They have to play short? They should be able to sub.
Come on, you guys. Come on, Manchester.
So the ball in the backfield. Keeper there, Moises Olvera for Chivas. Ball at midfield. Ball over to the far side. It goes out. Number 12 there for CV Manchester, Spencer Poisette. High kick right there, right into the head of the CV Manchester player. No whistle. Actually, at first I said it was Chivas' ball, but it's got to go over to CV Manchester on that. So the ball just above midfield for CV Manchester. High into the air it goes. Now comes out. Ball here on the left half. Chivas come across midfield. Chivas trying to attack here on the right half of the field.
Hey, Taylor, Jason, Peter. Hey, Peter, pick it up, eh?
And the whistle, that's going to go against Chivas. So CV Manchester will have the free kick here this time. Number 9, Robert Matsura, student at Torrey Pines High School.
Let's go, guys.
A couple of teammates go to that school here for Mr. Matsura. Goalkeeper in the first half, Andreas Kuipert, also student over at Torrey Pines, and a yellow card issued there. Go against Chivas. The wind's starting to pick up just a bit here. Let's see where CV Manchester goes. Kick lofted towards the net, and coming out of nowhere, the keeper, Moises Olvera, to handle that one.
Get out, Peter.
Shot will go towards the net. It's deflected away, go out across the back line, but that should be a corner kick.
We can't just be kicking it anywhere, eh?
They're going to give a goal kick to CV Manchester. Perhaps a bit of a makeup call.
Kyle in front. Nick, Jared, come on, hey!
Rowdy guys
Get
out there.
involved! Go, guys!
Hear 'em? So the rowdy Manchester fans are
Flick it, Peter!
Kick high into the air.
Peter, good job, son!
Across midfield. Number 7, Stafford. James Stafford. Tries to go his entire way. Cross in the middle. The shot on goal is going to be just wide of the net.
Good try, guys.
So CV Manchester has just come as close to scoring as anybody has here
Great try,
in this
guys.
match. Chivas really dodges a bullet right there.
Keep it up,
That ball
guys.
just
Keep it up.
wide. But CV Manchester, you know, with some speed and some physical play, they push the issue. Ball over to the far side. And it goes out. Off Chivas. Quickly, Manchester puts it into play. Try to catch him off guard.
Come on,
After
Nick.
number 7 with the header into the middle of the field. Now it's in the circle.
Again and again. Come on, Jared! Come on, Jared! Foul ref! Clear.
Nice, Tyler, nice.
CV Manchester doing a better job here in the second half, controlling the ball.
Corner.
And that shot there by number 8, Kyle Cote, is going to be deflected. Kyle Cote will pick up the corner kick for his squad. Number 3, Jared Salvati
You got the win.
was there, but let's see who is going to take the kick. Number 13, Matthew Jamie. Matthew Jamie and Adrian Aladro, number 18 on this squad from Mira Mesa High School, San Diego. Corner comes in front of the net, cleared away by Chivas. Ball on the ground, free kick, Chivas quickly. Very long kick, and it's going to be won by Manchester. Not sure where they were going, Chivas, with that kick. Late whistle by the referee. Yeah, it looks like both players just got tangled up there. Number 8 for Simi Valley, Julio Duran, goes down. It wasn't pretty.
Hey, Robert!
Certainly wasn't warranting a yellow card of any kind.
Jared, get in the wall there, Jared.
So a free kick for Chivas on the penalty.
The keeper kind of looks like on target. Or the referee.
Coach for CV Manchester.
Go, Weston.
Will go out to help number 8, Julio Duran. And they're putting some water there on the shin, so he might have taken a cleat there and opened up a wound. 10th minute here of the second half, 50th minute overall.
Hey, Tyler, remember either side.
We have 30 minutes to go, no score. CV Manchester came very close just a few moments ago.
But don't break the wall.
James Stafford started that one off. Cross into the middle, and it just couldn't connect. Ball went wide.
Go, guys. Hey, keep it tight, but watch the runners. Hey, Tyler, watch the runners. Watch 5. Number 5. You gotta watch number 5.
So the wall of defense positioned there for CV Manchester.
Robert, more in the middle.
It looks like it's going to be a mad rush to the net here.
Go on the goal.
And I expect Chivas just to loft that ball up right down the middle.
Hey, don't break the wall. Hey, don't
They've had a couple of minute delay in the action. There's the whistle. And Chivas' kick is going to be wide of the net. And that play was broken before it even started. You had
Now.
What do you say?
everybody streaking to the net before the kick came. And by then, everyone had to stop their momentum and watch.
Go, Manchester!
And the ball just goes out across the back line, wide of the net.
Nick. Hey, Nick. Come on, Tyler. Tyler, you need to be there, Tyler. On ball. On ball.
Chivas
ref.
gets another shot.
Hey, Tyler.
Number 5,
Ref, let's react.
Tyler Carr for CV Manchester was doing everything he could defensively there. And
Go, Tyler. You can win
CV
this ball.
Manchester will have the goal kick.
Quicker than that, Tyler. Hey, Nick. Let's get it tight in there. Come on.
Go, guys!
Flick it on. Flick it on. Where are we? It's a free
Ball to
header.
midfield.
And again, Tyler. And again.
Both teams battling there. And tripped up from behind 2 Simi Valley players. Go flopping to the ground. And they'll have the ball. The CV Manchester really looks like they were tied 0-0, but they look like a confident squad. As we said, 5th in the Presidio League, but they've come on here in the tournament. A lot of momentum. The Simi Valley Chivas squad. Coast Soccer League, they were first place. The boys under 15 bronze alpha. They won state cup last year, so they're no strangers to these kinds of games.
Go, Manchester! Pick it up, guys!
Ball in the circle. Who's going to come out with it? And it's CV Manchester.
Great job, Tyler.
Number 5 with a nice job, Tyler Carr. And they led that ball just a little bit too strong there, and the keeper, Moises Olvera, will pick it up. Nice job on the header by Chivas, but CV Manchester was set up there and sent it back the other way up towards midfield. You got number 11, Nicholas Grzewicz. James Stafford there.
Stop!
Ryan Mallory waiting to come back in here at midfield.
Go, Manchester!
So CV Manchester with the kick right at the edge of the circle there on the far side. Matthew Jamie goes right down the middle. Tried to get it to Mallory. Cleared out by Chivas.
Come on, Spence! He's got to go for the ball!
Nice job, number 12 right here, CV Manchester. Spencer Poisset. Ball at midfield. Number 9 there for CV Manchester, Robert Matsura. Matsura's kick. Bends right down the middle. Knocked here to the near side, and now across midfield. But again, Chivas isn't going to have anybody home there. Matsura. They're on the first touch. Number 17, Jason Rojek trying to get there. And that ball right into the hands of Weston Paulson.
Good job, James. Come on, Taylor!
Chivas is going to come away with this one. And again with a long upfield pass. And again, CV Manchester with the takeaway. Mallory trying to cut off the angle there. Gets in front of the ball, gets some help. A leg hook there from behind. Chivas guilty. And the ball goes over to CV Manchester. Very solid match. Kick high into the air. Carr gets behind just about everybody. And that shot on goal, too much on it. Sails well over the crossbar. Chivas ball. Ball across midfield. You're on the right half.
Go, Peter, pick it up.
Ball to the back line and tripped up. Number 5, Tyler Carr, didn't like it. Got right back up, and yellow card comes out. And so Chivas, I'm not going to say they're unraveling here, but their heads aren't as cool as they were in the first half. And perhaps because they got a lot of breaks from the referee in that first half, they may feel that they can get away with some extracurricular activity there, but referee seems to have reined in that here in the second half. So a free kick here for CV Manchester, number 13, Matthew Jamie. Here comes the kick, header towards the net. That ball's going to find the back of the net. Secondary attempt, number 15, Peter Zeller. Peter Zeller out of Torrey Pines. Off the kick by number 13, Matthew Jamie. And here in the second half, just about midway through at the 59th minute mark. CV Manchester comes out on top. They lead 1-0. So Zeller with the header, it hit the crossbar, came down and in. So CV Manchester takes advantage of that yellow card against Chivas and makes them pay. They lead 1-0. Jamie lofts that kick down the middle. Chivas will come away with it. And now let's see how Simi Valley Chivas plays here. Down by 1. Mallory across midfield. Whistle by the referee. This penalty against CV Manchester. Quickly, Chivas fires the ball downfield. Handball, number 58, Juan Carlos Duran, no call. A little sloppy out there, some high kicks, handball, but no calls by the referee.
So I naturally score when I'm gone.
So ball will belong to Chivas on the far side. We've played 60 minutes here. 80 minutes regulation.
Hey, Robert, as soon as he plays it, drop.
Kick into the corner. It's going to go out. Off Johan Sanders, number 7. And Jason Rojek for CB Manchester is there. He'll put the ball into play. A lot of players on this squad from Cathedral Catholic High School, San Diego. Jason Rojek, one of them. Weston Paulson, the keeper right now. He's also a student at Cathedral. Chivas awaits to put the ball into play. A couple of substitutions.
Yeah, it's about a little less than half.
Tight,
I
Kyle,
got
tight.
18 left, guys.
Weston. Tight, Ryan. No
Shot
foul.
here to the near side.
No foul.
Near the back line. Save from going out. And let's see a whistle there. How's the referee going to sort this one out? And that's going to go against Chivas.
I think it was like fell down with no one even touching it.
CV Manchester fires it up to midfield in the circle, but Chivas will take it away. Now they come back. On the ground, and that ball is going to be wide of the net and out. Goal kick coming up for Weston Paulson. So CB Manchester with the break there. Kick high into the air, just below midfield. Nearly a trip. Action continues. Number 12 on defense, Spencer Poisset there. Spencer doing a good job driving him into the corner. Into the middle. Shot off the side of the foot. But not out of the woods yet. Shot on goal. Weston Paulson dives, deflects it away. Nice job. Second attempt's going to go wide of the net. Roll hit to the near side. Huge break right there. CV Manchester. Paulson to his right, able to deflect that ball away. There wasn't much on it. And another yellow card against Chivas. Number 9. Robert Matsura for CV Manchester. All at midfield. Nice job by CV Manchester with the header. Stafford over there, number 7, but he was attacked by a couple of defenders there. The ball is going to go out. Still CB Manchester ball. And number 13, Matthew Jamie, will put the ball into play. It was Matthew on that free kick. Set up the score. Peter Zeller knocked it in. And a break for CB Manchester as they will have the corner kick now.
Go, guys! Put it in!
So let's see if they can add another score here. Corner comes out just a bit. Mallory got a touch, but nothing on it. And now Chivas with some numbers as they bring it across midfield. Nice job by Matthew Jamie coming from behind to take it away, but Chivas recover and they continue right or left to right. And let's see, who was that last touch by? And they're going to say CV Manchester. So a quarter kick here for the Chivas. So now they have an opportunity to tie this one up.
No, Peter, we got to win this ball. Let's go. Hey, Peter, get Kyle. Kyle, help us.
You know, got a yellow card issued to CV Manchester player. Here comes the corner. Cleared back out to the far side. Chivas still on the attack towards the back line. Clear it out again, and that shot on goal is going to be wide of the net. And this time it will be a goal kick here for CV Manchester. Kick right at midfield.
That's it. Come on, James. Hey, James. James. Help us, eh? Tight neck.
Out far side.
Don't
Chivas
dive. Don't dive.
putting it back into play. A trip right there under the sideline, so kick goes over to Chivas. And another yellow card issued, this time to Stafford. So each side with 2 yellow cards. Actually, Simi Valley with 3 yellow cards. CV Manchester with 2 now. Ball high into the air in front of the net. Weston Paulson can't handle it. And on the second attempt, the ball will find the back of the net. Chivas with the score. Christian Covarrubias. And so just about 8 minutes after CV Manchester takes the lead,
Hey, Robert, when the free kick
the
is
Simi Valley Chivas
drop
come
back
back to tie. So it's 1-1 here
when the head gets down, drop.
with just about 12 minutes to go here in regulation.
Is that 2 yellows?
Ball moves over to the far side. And Chivas, after that celebration, I think that they earned themselves their 4th yellow card of the day. The 4 different players. When you get 2, that's a red card.
Get there, Ryan, get there. Come on, Kyle, get there again.
Ball in the middle third of the
Try
field.
and beat you.
Ryan Mallory. He's been active there. Ryan Mallory from San Pasqual High School. The North County of
Get in
San
there,
Diego.
James. Go running at him. Don't let it bounce, Jason.
Ball high into the air. Finally comes down. Matthew Jamie there far side. Fires the ball right to left. Ball goes out across the back line.
Go, Manchester.
And the goal kick here for Chivas. We've hit
Come on, hey. Up, Peter. Good job, Peter.
the 70th minute of play, so 10 minutes to go here.
Hey, Peter. Every time.
Cleared over to the far side and out.
Go,
And it
Peter.
will be CV Manchester ball. It's not a corner kick. And again, it will be Matthew Jamie to put the ball into play. Ball on the ground. Chivas clears it out of the defensive backfield and out far side. But before that happened, we had a whistle, and that goes against CV Manchester.
Hey, Kyle.
Chivas with the free kick. Ball over on the far side. It goes out.
Kyle.
And let's see. Across the back line and touched by CV Manchester.
13 minutes, Jared. Eight minutes.
Number 3 for CV Manchester, Jarrett Salvati,
Hey, let's win it.
will come in.
Win it, Peter, win it. Up and win it next. Come on, Nick.
We have just about 8 minutes or so remaining here. In regulation, we're tied at 1, so overtime. It's looking like a possibility here. And in overtime, they will play 15-minute overtimes. And he can't play that ball on the ground there as he was, and so the whistle comes out, and it's CB Manchester ball.
Robert, drive it, Jared, Steve White, Taylor, James, get your shape. Robert, get the thing up, man. Flick it in, flick it. You're in, Jared. Come on, Jared. No foul. No foul.
Ball here near side. Save from going out. And let's see, it goes out and belongs to, I believe, CV Manchester. A lot of spectators here.
Off the line.
And here's a throw-in. Action continues. Into the middle. And Chivas will clear it out. So CV Manchester couldn't do anything there on that exchange. Ball rolls over to the far side.
Get up tight. Get up tight.
Kick on the ground and on a bounce into the hands of Weston Paulson.
Come on, Nick.
Ball rolls over to the far side. I should say bounces. Number 12 and number 13. Number 13, Matthew Jamie, of course. Number 12 for Simi Valley, Jose Galindo battling for the ball. It goes out, and it is Chivas ball. Just about 6 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Let's go. Jason, let's go.
On the far side. Towards the back line. And I think we might have an offsides here. Kick high into the air, across midfield. Oh, there's a collision right at midfield. Number 12 took one, Spencer Poisset. It should be CV Manchester ball. Spencer, product of St. Augustine High School. Kick lofted high into the air. At midfield, now over to the left half again. It goes out. And these teams starting to look a bit winded here. They're tied at 1, and you almost get the feeling that each team is, might be okay with going to overtime here. We've got just about 4 minutes or so remaining here in regulation. We're tied at 1. Chivas with the ball. Teams battling there. It's a wrestling match. And the ball goes out. And will belong to CB Manchester. Actually, thank goodness they had a whistle and a penalty there. They were going to let either of those guys get away with that. It would have been something. And they're going to whistle Chivas for the penalty.
Give us a chance. Flick it in, Jim.
Ball across midfield.
Get there, Nick. Get there, Nick. On ball.
Chivas clears it out now up towards midfield and across midfield. Nobody there, though, for Chivas.
Hey, drop.
Ball at midfield for Chivas.
Go, get Peter, Jason. Jason!
3 minutes to go. Unofficially, of course. High into the air. Nobody home initially for Chivas. Mallory clears it up here to midfield. Now it's going to bounce across midfield. Jarrett Salvati. And as Jared wants to get out and run, both players are going to run out of room here near side. Last touch by Chivas, and Ryan Mallory will put the ball into play. Ball out in midfield now comes across. Christian Covarrubias. Taken away by CV Manchester. Two minutes to go. And let's see, that's going to go against number 15, Peter Zeller. So a break for Chivas, and that was pretty unnecessary right there. And that's going to put CV Manchester in a bad position here, and a chance for Chivas to break on top late here in regulation. You're inside the 78th minute of this 80-minute match. Here comes the kick towards the net, over the crossbar. Weston Paulson went up, and that ball over the crossbar, goal kick. Luckily for Weston, he didn't get a finger on it, and that would have given a corner to the Chivas. But of course, you can't think about that. All you can think about is saving a goal. So again, we await the whistle to get the ball rolling here. Here comes the kick. Taken away, number 17, Jason Rojek.
Come on, Nick.
At midfield. Number 11 comes over, Nicholas Rizowicz.
Win it. Good, Ryan.
Mallory steps in front. And that's going to go out on Chivas' side of the field.
Win it. Away. Away. Slide him.
Nice job by
Good job, Peter.
Peter Zeller to get it from behind.
You're in. Win it, Ryan. No foul.
Ball in the middle of the field. That whistle's going to blow any time. And is that it?
Jared.
No. Penalty goes against CV Manchester. And there is the whistle signaling the end of regulation. CV Manchester, Simi Valley Chivas have played 80 minutes. We're tied at 1. Both scores coming in the second half. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have the first overtime coming up. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And welcome back. The start of overtime here. CV Manchester, Simi Valley Chivas. 1-1 tie. And each side moving the same way they were moving at the end of regulation. So 15 minutes here. Ball in front of the net. And back at keeper for CV Manchester's Andreas Kuipert. He was keeper in the first half, took a break in that second half with Weston Paulson going. the first 15-minute overtime here.
Flick it, Mott. Get there, Ryan. Get there, Ryan. Better, Ryan. Come on, Nick. Can he try and beat you? Can he try and beat you, Ryan? Stand him up. Stand him up. Stand him up. Watch the ball.
Ball in the middle of the field. Now cleared back out towards, in the center of the field, I should say. The ball was cleared back out towards midfield. And let's see, there was a touch right there. Is there going to be a card? Kuipert goes up, but no. And number 9, Robert Matsura with the kick. Ball in the circle. Cleared back the other way. Towards the net and across the back line. So that one just off its mark. And the goal kick here for CB Manchester. Ball is at midfield. And over to the other side. It goes out. Off Chivas. Number 13 there, Jamie Matthew all over the board yesterday in regulation. Both teams so evenly matched, it could come down to who makes a mistake. CB Manchester pegged in their defensive third. Jamie will clear it out far side. Chivas down the middle. Ball taken away by CB Manchester. Nice play. And now across midfield, number 8, Kyle Coate. Kyle, surrounded by striped jerseys, manages to pass it off. Ryan Mallory goes into the middle. And that ball is going to be deflected out. Question is it out across the back line? It sure looks like it. I think we're going to have a corner kick coming up for CB Manchester. Number 3, Jared Salvati there. So we await the corner kick. Here it comes, lofted nicely out in front. Too many striped jerseys there. They clear it out. Now back the other way, right to left. Shot on goal. Over the crossbar. So each squad has come close here in overtime. But we're still tied at 1. Ball rolls out of the circle.
You're in, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Pressure.
High into the air it goes. Bounces once.
Jerry, you gotta keep working. Bouncing, Jason. Away, away. Oh, in there. Stand him up.
Left to right they go. Chivas, can they get a shot on goal? Defense there for CB Manchester. High into the air. That's going to be over the crossbar. Chivas with their little passing game there. Set it up. Got the shot. Over the bar. And the goal kick once again for CB Manchester. Under 10 minutes to go here in this overtime. Peter Zeller, number 15, back in for CB Manchester.
Thank you, sir.
Little push to the back right there. Red ball. Kick from midfield right down the middle. CB Manchester's trying to strike right there, but it's cleared away by Chivas. That's going to go against CB Manchester. Sides, I believe. Really bring it up here to the circle. Going to happen back further, but Chivas will put the ball back into action. Ryan Mallory here to the near side. Out on Chivas.
Come on, Kyle.
Number 8, Kyle Coate. Trying to use the sideline here. It goes out. Should be off Chivas. And it is. Mallory will put it into play. Jared Salvati there. Ball in the corner. That's going to be out across the back line and should be off Chivas. And we should have a corner kick here for CV Manchester, and I think we do. Kick in front of the net, cleared away by the keeper, shot on goal over the crossbar. Oh, CB Manchester came very close right there. Couldn't bring it home. Still tied at 1.
Go Manchester!
Waiting on the goal kick, here it comes. Battle in the circle. Chivas wins it. Over to the right half.
Come on, let's go!
CB Manchester forcing it into the defensive third. Tripped up from behind, the ball goes out. Do we have a whistle? No, and it's just a goal kick for Chivas. 5 minutes to go here in this first overtime. Number 12 in, Spencer Poisset. Kick high to the air, short of midfield. And on that little push to the back, ball will still belong to Chivas. All here on the right half of the field. In the corner. Towards the back line. Zeller trying to push him out. Juan Carlos Duran there, number 58. Mallory over to help out. Duran gets away using the back line. Still in play. Finally loses it and cleared away by CV Manchester. Collision there. Number 13 goes down, Matthew Jaime, and he's going to get a yellow card and a red card. I believe that was his second yellow. Meanwhile, I think Jamie is hurt on the ground. So Matthew being helped off the field. His right ankle.
Second yellow.
So a bad break right there for CV Manchester as they lose Matthew Jamie. Chivas kick on the ground, and a nice job there by Andreas Kuipert with the dive and the save.
Tell James, right mid, Tyler, right mid.
Ball right at midfield, whistle and a stoppage. Goes over to Manchester. So CV Manchester with the ball right at midfield. 13th minute of this 15-minute overtime. There's the whistle. Here comes the kick right down the middle of the field. Ball over to the far side, and let's see, it goes out. Chivas ball right at midfield, so they really just changed positions right there, changed spots. There's Manchester ball at midfield, now it's Chivas ball. Put into play. Stafford
Right, James.
right on it.
Quicker, Peter, quicker.
Ball at midfield, Chivas with the takeaway.
James, you got to run with him. Tight, Tyler. Watch the bounce. Away, Ryan, away. Can he try and beat you?
Ball here to the near side.
Jump.
Number 10 for Chivas, Rodrigo Perez, goes up against Ryan Mallory. Mallory's going to win that battle.
Jared, well done. Robert, keep everybody tight, yeah? Keep them focused. Come on, help him, help him! Hey, we love you, James!
Ball in the circle right at midfield. Over to the far side.
Good, James. Play, play, play!
And let's see, a whistle and the end of the first overtime. So a pretty uneventful first 15-minute overtime. King Gonzalez for George Langerman Productions. Boys under 15 semifinal match. CV Manchester, Simi Valley Chivas. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second overtime in just a minute. And there's a kick and the start. So right off the bat there, just at the start of the second overtime, Simi Valley goes right to the net from midfield, and Andreas Kuipert is there.
Hey, Jared, you and Spencer need to play together in the middle now. Play through the middle.
Mallory on the far side at midfield, long throw in. Zeller tried to make his turn around that corner on the defender there. And the ball goes over to Manchester. They keep possession of the ball.
Get up!
Ball high into the air. CV Manchester. Oh, they had an attempt there on that header, but it's cleared out. And they're turned away there. Ball out near side. Still red ball. Number 7, James Stafford will put it into play here near side.
ball fast.
So Stafford waiting to put it into play. Right beneath us here on the near side.
The ball just now. Nick, you need to come across more, eh? Nick, come across more. Jerry, get something in it.
All saved from going out by Chivas.
Peter. Come on, Peter.
And now Chivas on the attack across midfield, way over to the far side. Rolls and rolls and rolls. Number 17 there. Jason Orojek. And the ball will go over to CV Manchester. So through 95 minutes, now about 97 minutes of play, we are tied at 1. The winner goes on to the finals. Boys under 15 semifinal here, April 19th, 2008. We're in Temecula, California, just north of San Diego. Kuipert easily will snare that one. Little hop skip there to go up in the air and grab it. Just about 4 minutes into this second overtime. And a little bit of a trip right there. Chivas player hits the ground. And Chivas will have the kick here. Number 8 went down right there, Julio Duran. Chivas kick, and that's going to go wide of the net there. And so over to Manchester. So as we come upon the 5th minute here, second overtime, there's just about 10 minutes to go before we may have to settle this one by penalty kicks. Nice job, Kuipert right there. Right on it, goes to his knees. 10 minutes to go. Salvati tripped up from behind. It goes out here, near side. Red ball. Number 7, James Stafford will put the ball into play. There it comes. Chivas clears it here to the near side. Stafford again with it. It goes out. And near the corner, it's Manchester ball this time. Quickly they put it into play. And that's going to be off Zeller. He was pushed from behind. No whistle and a goal kick for Chivas. All over on the far side. Chivas trying to make something happen. Collision in front of the referee there, and it goes over to the red team.
Yeah, he's good. He's consistently bad.
Number 15, Peter Zeller, still on the ground. Twisted an ankle there.
Ref, hey, ref. Hey, ref! Hey! You having a laugh, Sam? Robert, quickly! Robert!
And the referee is going to change his mind and give the penalty to Manchester. So the officiating, a little suspect here. So Chivas with the free kick. Zeller is up, and we're ready to go. And we have just about 7 minutes to go here in the second 15-minute overtime. Kick high into the air. Ball in the middle third. Chivas trying to attack the backfield of Manchester. Mallory taking care of Juan Carlos Duran there, number 58. Mallory's got such a burst of speed, very quick. Andreas Kuipert picked that one up.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Ball in the circle. Can Manchester make something happen now? Jared with a shot on goal. It's going to be wide. Jared Salvati.
Our ball, guys. Don't worry about our ball.
It'll be Manchester ball here.
You all right, Mark?
Back it up about 5 yards. Jared Salvati to get it going.
Jared, is it indirect? Well, ask him.
Direct. Steve, it's direct.
And the kick right down the middle. Blocked out. And let's see, it goes out across the back line. Who are they going to give it to? Is it a quarter kick for Manchester? And that's what it looks to be. So Manchester with the break here. Number 7, James Stafford. Well, he was in the corner. So he will take the kick. Wind to his back. Just about 5 minutes to go here in this overtime. Ball high into the air, and the header is going to sail over the crossbar. So Manchester got their shot on goal there, but they're turned away.
Let's go, guys. Come on. Go, Jason. Let's go, Robert. Keep them organized.
Hey, Robert, let's go. Come on, hey. Keep it going. Get it, win it. Don't let it bounce. Get it away.
Ball across midfield. Through the circle. Manchester left to right. Chivas defenders making it tough.
Hey, James, come on.
105 minutes of soccer, and we are tied at 1. Ball in the circle. Player for Chivas on the ground back there. Plays continued. Chivas should knock that one out. And let's see. Action still plays on. Chivas now coming in deep. Trip there. And that'll go against Manchester. And so the kick will be in a nice position, nice spot here for Chivas. So the wall of defense there for Manchester. Huge, huge play right here. Game on the line. Under 4 minutes, just about 3.5 minutes remaining here in overtime.
Buck it up, please. Behind the line.
So, each side setting their players here. Injured player still being tended to for Chivas. Number 8 back in for CV Manchester, Kyle Coate. And he may have just taken that time to get a drink of water. So we've had quite the delay here. 2 minutes to go. There's the whistle and the kick off the wall of defense. Back the other way. In front of the net. Andreas is going to pounce on it. And as close as that was to the net, you never got the feeling that Manchester was in danger right there of giving up a score. Coate. Manchester trying to spread the field with a passing game. They come in the defensive third. Cleared away by Chivas over to the far side. And the ball is out far side. Chivas ball. Quickly they put it into play. Under 2 minutes to go. .109th minute of play. That ball on a bounce over to Andreas Kuipert. Ball here in the left half of the field. Penalty kicks could be coming up. And that shot on goal is going to be hooked and out. Goal kick here for Manchester. Under a minute to play here in this second overtime. We're tied at 1. Boys under 15 semifinal 2008 State Open Cup. And as the kick comes to midfield, there's the whistle and the end of the second overtime. So this semifinal match is going to be decided by penalty kicks. Both scores coming in the second half of regulation. We just played 2 15-minute overtimes. So 110 minutes of soccer. We're tied at 1. King's Oscar with Landry Productions. We'll be back with the penalty kicks in just a minute. All right, so Manchester will have the first penalty kick. And here it comes. Nice save by the keeper, number 9, Robert Matsura. And let's see. And they're going to have to redo it. There's a false start there. And so Matsura will get another opportunity. Huge break for Manchester. Moises Oliveira, the keeper, gets another chance. Well, he made the play in the first one. There's the whistle. Here's the kick. And that's going to get past Oliveira. So Matsura with the first score. And Manchester leads 1-0 on the penalty kicks. Andreas Kuipert there at keeper. Eduardo Daniel Virgin, and his shot on goal is going to get past Andreas, and we're tied at 1. Number 2, Ryan Mallory. Set up for his penalty kick. The wind really howling right in their face. It was moving across the field. Now it's still across and now coming from the south. Oliveira is ready. Mallory's kick with the left leg is going to be deflected by the keeper. So after 2 penalty kicks for Manchester, they have 1 score. We're tied at 1. Now second shot for Simi Valley Chivas. All on the ground. Frank Omego there, number 13. Here's the kick with the left leg. And that's going to get past a diving Kuipert. Chivas with a 2-1 lead now on penalty kicks. Kuipert dove to his left, couldn't stop it. And now number 8. Kyle Coate needs this one badly for Manchester. They need to tie it up. This is the 3rd attempt. They've been successful on one, turned away on the other. Here's the kick, and that'll get past Moises Olvera. So Manchester ties it up 2-2. And now the 3rd penalty kick for Simi Valley. Rodrigo Perez, number 10. And his kick will get past Kuipert. Kuipert dove towards the ground. Perez shot it up over his shoulder. 3-2, Chivas over Manchester. 4th penalty kick for Manchester, and Kuipert's going to need a stop here. And number 7, James Stafford, will take the kick.
Go, William, go!
Stafford addresses the ball. Here's the kick, and that's deflected. Out across the back line. Olvera with the save. And now here on the 4th penalty kick, if Chivas can score this one here, Simi Valley, or CB Manchester, I should say, won't have an opportunity to tie it up. Huge play right here, Andreas Kuipert. Christian Covarrubias. Here's the kick. Kuipert can't get to it as he dives to his right. It scores, and that is it on penalty kicks. Chivas 4-2 on penalty kicks over Manchester. What a match. We go 2 40-minute regulation halves, 2 15-minute overtimes, and it ends here on penalty kicks. Chivas will move on to the finals as they win this semifinals match here at the 2008 State Open Cup. There's Manchester. They played one heck of a game. What a great postseason for them coming out of the Presidio League. So for George Langevin Productions, I am Ken Gonzalez. We hope you enjoyed this match. It was my pleasure to bring it to you. It was very exciting. And until we see you again, be safe and have a great day, everyone.
Okay, I'm Robert Matsuor, and I'm the sweeper.
All right, tell me about the rest of the season. How was it getting here?
Getting here was tough. I mean, we had some hard draws, and we scrapped out some good victories, but I think it's the effort and team commitment that got us through to here.
How would you characterize today's game?
It was tough going into PKs. I mean, we gave it all up until then, and then PKs are just coin toss. Could be either way, so it's just unlucky.
All right, so what's next for Manchester?
What's next? Just go into the season next year, try to kick some butt and see what we can do with it.
I'm James Stafford, and I play forward.
Okay, hey, tell me about today's game. What did you think of the Chivas?
Well, I thought they were strong technically, and but mentally they weren't, and they didn't have the level of heart that we did.
What did you think about some of their theatrics when it came to, claiming fouls?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, they can be professional actors right now. I mean, they'll get paid better than everyone else because they're so good at it. I mean, one of the times I didn't even touch the kid, and he flew up in the air, did a little pirouette, and then fell down and then grabbed his knee.
Well, talk about what's next for Manchester and your soccer career.
Next for Manchester, I think next year we're going to have a stable team. I think we're going to progress and easily win our division because I think we have a lot of talent and that we can do it. And for me, I'm going back to CCA and playing more varsity and hopefully making a name for myself.
All right.